Top 10 largest anime monsters. Everybody loves monsters. This quote from former Doctor Who star Peter Capaldi is right on the money, which is why the anime world is filled with some of the largest, creepiest, most terrifying and powerful creatures. Monsters are among the most fascinating characters of fiction, and when it comes to monsters, anime always has you covered. There's a variety of series and stories that cover how monsters influence humans, sometimes good, other times bad. We see monsters being the center point of stories or just being a side character that helps out. Regardless of how you view a monster and their relationship to a story, they're almost always incredibly powerful and ready to give us a good fight, with some being as tiny as a rat to as large as, well, there are no limits in anime when it comes to size. Also, do keep in mind that we're particularly ranking the monsters and monsters only. So don't expect to see Getter Emperor or Super Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann on our list. So now that everything's clear, let's get started right away. Number 10. Juubi, Naruto Shippuden, 1000 meters. So the first monster on our list that takes the 10th spot is actually the 10-tailed beast, Juubi. Juubi is the original primordial demon of the Naruto universe. The fusion of Kaguya Otsutsuki and the God Tree, the 10 Tails is one of the scariest things Naruto has ever put up on screen. This monster was said to be a senseless beast, but we do see it react heavily to Naruto in the series, which contradicts the previous knowledge. But senseless or not, this creature causes major havoc, and as the fusion of all 9-tailed beasts, the 10 Tails is said to possess massive and overwhelmingly foul chakra that's potent enough to bring total despair and destruction to the world. Number 9. Emperor Ganishka, Berserk, 2000 meters. I control the vastest territory in the world. I won't relinquish it. Even if it's blood-smeared and defiled, this world belongs to me. I'll reign over this unclean world as a demon king and rebel against God. The demon king, Ganishka, was a true beast, and that reflects in his words. After all, Emperor Ganishka was the head of the Kushan Empire and one of the most powerful known apostles. In his twice reincarnated form, Ganishka's power was so great as to be uncontrollable and gradually wear away his sanity and sense of self. In this form, he was capable of effortlessly toppling cities and crushing armies beneath his feet, though mindlessly. Number 8. Sea Kings, One Piece, 5000 meters. There are plenty of incredible characters in One Piece that hold a lot of power, but we have to remember that some of the more natural residents of their world are equally as terrifying. One of the most notable creatures the series has ever known is the Sea Kings, who are giant sea monsters who usually call the calm belt of the ocean home. We see them in abundance during the Straw Hats' entrance to the Grand Line, but they've been known to travel where they please. These sea monsters can make journey by ocean difficult, if not terrifying. They can attack unprovoked, and only the strongest ships can take these monsters and live to tell the tale. Number 7. Genbu, Naruto Shippuden, 10,000 meters. Genbu, more commonly known as the Island Turtle, is a gigantic and ancient domesticated turtle that resides in the Land of Lightning. Since Komogakure's founding, they've cared for Genbu, who has in turn served as a training ground for the shinobi. Genbu is described as a moving fortress whose size is so great that it can host other large animals, as well as other natural and man-made structures. It's considered to be the equivalent of Konohagakure's Forest of Death. Genbu takes the 7th spot in our list. Number 6. Elder Centipede, One Punch Man, 10,500 meters. Elder Centipede was a dragon-level monster and an executive member of the Monster Association that appears in S-City and fights Metal Bat. He's one of the Monster Association's most powerful members and has one of the best durability in the series. Moreover, he was also one of the largest monsters in the series. Although no matter how formidable he may be, he ultimately met his end when he encountered Saitama. It had to be our hero for fun in the end because he's simply overpowered. Number 5. Heracles Toriko, 22,000 meters. Heracles, also known by the title of Horse King, continent's monarch and nightmare, is the most powerful phantom beast Herrick and the ruler of Area 8. Her power and absolute lordship over one of the major continents of Gourmet World makes Heracles one of the mighty 8 kings, the 8 most powerful beasts in the world. Her power was so great that Toriko thought that her capture level could not be measured, even with the riddle chapter. Apart from that, Heracles is also incredibly vast, even dwarfing an adult Daruma horse in size. She's also covered in numerous scars, likely from past battles with similar titanic and powerful foes. Number 4. Zunisha, One Piece, 35,000 meters. Zunisha is a Naitami Norira, massive elephant whose legs stretch down to the ocean floor, elephant that wanders the new world and carries the island of Zao on its back. Yes, for those who don't watch One Piece, this is actually an ocean-walking elephant with an entire island on its back. It's simply humongous, to say the least. As for its personality, most of Zunisha's personality is a mystery, but it doesn't mind carrying a civilization on its back, and in fact cares greatly about the mink tribe, as demonstrated when it warned Monkey D. Luffy and Kozuki Momonosuke that they would all be in danger if it fell. Number 3. Aldoron, Fairy Tail, 50,000 meters. So we've reached the top 3 now, and the third largest anime monster is Aldoron. Aldoron, also known as the Wood Dragon God, is one of the 5 dragon gods that inhabit the continent of Giltina. Aldoron is the biggest dragon god in Fairy Tail, and his body is surrounded by all tree barks, with tree and other wood-like features adorning him. Around 300 years ago, Aldoron, for reasons unknown, decided to allow humans cultivate 5 cities upon his body, which turned into the biggest city in the continent, Drasil. And we thought that the island carrying Zunisha was too large. Number 2. Mysterious Entity of the Florian Triangle, One Piece, 54,000 meters. Taking the second spot in our list of the top 10 largest anime monsters is the mysterious entity, or entities, of the Florian Triangle in One Piece. The unknown ominous entity was even larger than the thriller bark. It was barely seen by Lola through the fog, is so large that it completely dwarfs Thriller Bark, the world's largest pirate ship, in sheer size, possibly making it the biggest creature to appear in the series thus far. The creature still remains a mystery, and it would be interesting to see whether this mystery monster ever gets to make another appearance in the series. Okay, so our list is almost complete, but before we introduce you to the largest anime monster, let's take a look at a few honorable mentions that almost nearly made the list. Honorable mentions: Rod Reese Titan, Attack on Titan; Pika, One Piece; Marugori, One Punch Man; Shenron, Dragon Ball Super; Porunga, Dragon Ball Z. Number 1. Super Shenron, Dragon Ball Super, 40 septillion meters, or 40 million light years. So here's the largest anime monster to have ever appeared, and this one is in a league of its own because it's simply a cosmological giant. Super Shenron, Super Divine Dragon, or Super Dragon God, is the magical and gigantic dragon who appears when the Super Dragon Balls are gathered. Super Shenron is incomprehensibly large in size, shown to be many times more colossal than the multiple amount of galaxies between universes 6 and 7. This makes him, without question, the largest eternal dragon in the entire Dragon Ball franchise, as well as the biggest creature, and even the largest anime monster. Super Shenron has no limits to what he can do, and given that he's larger than even galaxies, is simply enough to blow anyone's mind 1,000 times over. Well, that was all for today. Did we miss any monster? Or is there any anime monster that's large enough to make it to the top 10 list? Let us know in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed this video, and for more videos like these, keep watching Factholic, and we'll see you in the next one.